Hello again, Wargaming enthusiasts, and welcome back. Let's see what the next turn brings us and what we screwed up with the orders phase. Right, so our tanks are moving up. The enemy is shooting at our previous location, which is fine by me. Yep, he can go ahead and waste his ammunition shooting at the woods over there. We're well out of danger by now. Alright, let's continue. So our tank is moving up. All the tankers are also moving up, the dismounted tankers. The enemy has started moving up into those houses over there, which is fine by me. Yep, no danger. Oh, the Kubelwagen is moving away. Let's... Oh, too bad. I thought maybe the infantry could still catch him, but alas, no. These guys could, but they're only equipped with TTs and Nagans. So I don't imagine they'd be effective on to the range of 100 meters. Even well, we'll see how this develops. If he stops anywhere there, we might take the opportunity anyway. Probably not though. All right, so our tank here is taking on the tank riders. Oh crap! And the wow. Well, I guess we have a casualty. Our driver is gone now. But this guy. So this tank. um, he survived like 4 shots, I think, already, which isn't bad, except, well, I think he's going to be immobilized now, which is going to be oh, and our tank has managed to spot them. All right, with the tank rider's help, he had managed to spot him through the crack over there and knock him out. Good job. Let's see that shot. Boom. That looks like it's been effective. Yep, we see smoke, so that will be an effective hit. And alright, for the cost of this guy's mobility, I imagine they might be dismounting now or something. But yeah, that, like I said before, that guy's not very useful anymore since he doesn't really have the armaments to take out enemy tanks. It's a glorified machine gun platform. And our guy here, let's take a look at this as well. Yeah, so we took out another enemy tank, so we're 2 for 2. We're still tying out in tanks, really, although the enemy doesn't know that, which might be useful to know. Now, this guy is moving up, and our armored car is ripping through the side here. Apparently unseen and unmolested. Alright. That is some speed he's getting there. Alright. Fence in the way, but we're doing good. No one seems to be bothering us. There's this infantry here. Although we don't see it, that's probably a little far away. And yeah. At that moment the tank exploded, and we still have a couple of seconds, but we're doing fine, just moving up. Yep. Guy doesn't seem to be bothered by anything here, so he could actually make it all the way there and serve as a reconnaissance unit, as well as just a bothersome unit for the enemy to deal with. Alright. So, not a bad turn on the whole. Okay. Although a little accidental, like all the kills that we've really done. Let's see now whether we could move up here. And let's see what's the status of our infantry over here. Who sees who, in other words? Or who sees whom, rather. Alright. So these guys, I want to move onto this guy. It's definitely a thing. It definitely seems to help. Have no line of sight over here. That's all. Well, we can shoot at our own unit. Great. We don't want to do that. Hmm. Right. So what will the enemy do? Will he withdraw or will he advance? Will he try something here on the flank? Maybe. I think he might. He doesn't know this tank is basically unoperational, so we might use him for some more decoy actions. Well, some decoy actions at least. That's the one with the depleted HE ammunition as well, which isn't bad. Okay, so you get to go here, and you get to do that. So you can move up here, and then you can attempt to board that tank, because that should be closer. You're going to stay here, I think, for one more turn to see if this guy advances or what. This guy is going to stay here for a bit as well. Yeah. He doesn't really have a line of sight on that guy, which is good. He doesn't also have a line of sight if that guy tries to withdraw, though. And I'm wondering whether that's good or not. Maybe you want to move him up somewhere here. And hunt. So that he does have some sort of line of sight over there. Question is, though, whether he could be seen from over there by this tank if he moves up. I don't think that's the case, so yeah. So we're going to move him up a little bit. We're going to move this guy up. We're going to have two tanks in the town. We can't move any further though than this wreck here because of the enemy anti-tank guns. We've got to remember the enemy anti-tank guns. So do we actually want to... So... They probably don't have line of sight through here because of tree line, I think? Yeah, tree line over here, so that should be fine. So let's take that risk. Wow, it shouldn't be a risk, so let's do it. Yeah, actually, we'll remove that from you just in case you can spot that that guy over there. You are going to move up here and try to spot the enemy. Probably not gonna happen though. Alright. And you. We might want to be interested in taking out... And then we'll lose a valuable spotter. So I was thinking maybe we should just clear off the infantry from the tank. They're in relatively close proximity, 200 meters, but then we will lose a valuable scout who sees, well, this tank. But this tank's destroyed now, as far as I know. And they don't see anything else, so maybe we should go for it. And try to go for these guys. That's 200 meters, that should be plenty to work with. Now this guy, who are you and what are you doing here? You're a tanker. We're not going there to ride that tank, so that's fine. Oh, this tank is operational. Wasn't there a tank that I didn't know whether it was operational or not? It was this one. But it would appear it's not being manned, so I assume it's not operational. Assuming is bad, but there you go. So you guys are going to take this guy out. Because I don't want him there spotting. Now you, I'm curious what you can see actually. Not much. Just in case there's some enemy headquarters units in the woods where you're heading, let's move you back a little tiny bit, so at least you have a chance to react if they're firing Panzerfaust at you. It's a possibility, definitely. Alright, these guys, okay. You can really seen only by my headquarters unit in this building, and that's too valuable to lose currently. And we don't see any enemy infantry. Alright. Actually, there's one more thing I want to do with you. I want to move you here. I think that's a better spotting position for the vicinity. Yep, it seems to be. You can't really see anything from that building. Maybe the other building is better. So try that. Okay, I think that's my turn. A little bit of shooting planned with my infantry for the first time, I think. We're also going to... Oh, well, we actually shot earlier and that depleted one of our infantry teams. But yeah, we've managed to take out one enemy tank, so now we're 2 for 2. I mean, that's not the proper phrase. The proper phrase is we have 2 tanks remaining and the enemy has 2 tanks remaining. We also have 1 decoy tank, which is currently panicking, I think, and doesn't have a driver, so that's going to be interesting. But I wish I could use one of those other tankers to just get in there and use as a driver, but no. Anyways, they're going to, well, try to get their shit together, basically. And once they do that, we might use them for more decoy purposes. We might move them through the middle of the town and fire at infantry with our machine guns. We might figure out where we can advance to get get an angle on the AT guns, that sort of stuff. But yeah, until then, we're pretty much, well, we still have to take care of 2 more tanks. It's not going to be easy. We might get lucky maybe with this tank, maybe not. We might distract the other tanks to give us time to get into position. But yeah, that really depends on what the enemy does. And for now, I have no idea. I know we're definitely improving our chances of spotting enemy units by just placing guys on our tanks, on top of our tanks. We've learned something from the enemy. So this wonderful team here has a much improved chance of finding and killing enemy Panzer IVs, definitely. They also look cool. Right, and we'll try to take care of the enemy infantry on enemy tanks as far as we can to achieve, well, an advantage. Alright, I think that's enough yabbering from me. My plans are very inconcrete at the moment. It's all about destroying the enemy tanks. If we manage to do that, then this battle is more or less won, because then we can engage the enemy guns with our tanks from long distance, and we can just go from building to building and assault enemy infantry. We can use what's the word, support them with HE fire, that sort of stuff. If we don't manage to take out enemy tanks, our infantry is pretty much defenseless. They don't have any suitable AT weapons, like at all. They only have grenades, and they maybe sometimes will work against enemy tanks, but not really. I mean, I wouldn't bank on it. So if we are bereft of tanks and the enemy isn't, then we're pretty much screwed. So yeah, the name of the game remains to destroy enemy tanks, and that's not going to be easy because we have basically parity. The enemy doesn't know we have parity, but we do. Alright, that's it from me. See you guys next time.